Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Level Up Show. I am your host, who still kind of sounds like shit. I'm Derek. I guess that's like 70 episodes I've sounded like shit, or maybe not 70. When did we start doing it on Google Hangout? Like 34, 35?
Probably.
It's like about halfway. Half of these podcasts have sounded like shit on my end. At least you sound okay. Because, good Lord, it sounds fucking terrible when I edit this bad boy. With me, as always, two gentlemen from the great state of Missouri. Not usually, but one of them lives there now, and one of them has been there for a while.
Maybe.
That's your intro.
Correct.
Oh, shit. Joining us first this evening is a man who thought that he was going to be joining the Order back in 1886, but he found out that he was just in for a movie. It was Mr. Ryan. Hello, Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I keep seeing all kinds of new shit here in Missouri. Not so sure if it happens elsewhere, though.
What kind of new shit you been seeing?
I told Ralph the other day I saw a raccoon just crawling into the sewer right in front of me.
That's normal, yeah.
Okay.
The day I was filling up my car and there was an open can of bean dip just waiting next to the...
That's just nice, is all that is.
Did you take a dip?
No, it looked a little crusty, so I just let it sit there. I figured somebody else might need it more than me. So.
Did somebody say show me and then put that there? Because that sounds like that would happen.
Also with me this week is the man that you hear with that beautiful voice. The man who's going to put more money into the return of Guitar Hero than his own musical career. That is Ralph. Hello, Ralph.
I've already done that.
Twice. Now it's time to do it again. Got to do it a second time.
Son bitch. Yeah.
You're going to be so broke.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
There's got to be a way to make you buy it, though. Like, what if they just sell you the game for $30 and, I don't know, you somehow got the instruments for free?
I don't know. I mean, I say I wouldn't buy it, but yeah, it never stopped me before. So.
You also said you weren't going to buy a new 3DS, and you got that pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I said I wasn't going to buy Majora's Mask, and I got that.
Yep. There's a whole lot of things. I feel like...
So I wasn't going to get gonorrhea, and I got that.
Son of a bitch. That wasn't by choice, though.
That's
Thankfully.
out of your control, though.
Yeah.
Well,
I
was all in.
That show me state will get you one way or the other.
That you didn't have it, right?
Show me your genitals.
Show me your genitals. Welcome to episode 70, ladies and gentlemen. 70 episodes. We're at AARP age at this point. Time to get some...
Septuagenarian. Yeah.
Time to get some insurance money. Time to kick back, relax, and live off Social Security for the rest of our lives. How's that sound?
I guess a pay into AARP, be a member. They charge something for that.
I think so.
Probably.
Like they charge your Social Security check, so
The whole thing.
You get awesome benefits like
being alive.
Yeah.
Like being in debt.
Like you can call 911 for free now. I think that's how it works. I'm not really sure.
I don't know about that. I think you get like 20% off Country Kitchen or something.
I think they give you one of those.
Bring your groceries to you.
Yeah, for 20% off.
They give you one of those motorized scooters for being AARP. I
For
think
20% off. That's all it is. It's just a discount.
Those pictures, like, you ever watch those hover around commercials where they're like taking their scooter to the Grand Canyon?
Is that where they put their feet up on that stool and they can poop better?
I think that's built into every hover around. But they have to take those that Reese's peanut butter cups from Kmart in order to go anyway.
Sugar-free ones. Oh man, that could make a blind man shit. That's bad.
Oh man, good way to start the show. What's everybody been up to? How you guys been? It's we're back-to-back weeks, so the first time in a little while, which is exciting to always have happen when we're on a good time schedule the last couple weeks. So I'm thankful for that. Anything new and exciting going on in anybody's lives?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, that's Ralph says no. What about you, Ryan?
I bought a pair of pants before this. I mean, that's about it.
Okay.
Not bad.
Are they nice pants?
I don't know. They were on sale, so I mean, take that for whatever.
Where did you buy them at?
I just went to Kohl's because that's really the only place that I know of that sells pants.
Do you get a discount at Kohl's? Or is it, no, you don't.
But I don't think so. They asked me if I had a Kohl's card, and I said
It's not
no.
AARP.
You don't get the AARP discount at Kohl's?
I'll call 911 next time before I go to Kohl's.
I'll drive you there.
They'll probably just tell you to hop in your pooper portable hover round and just get out of there. Could you imagine if you could shit in the hover round? Like you're old. You don't even have to wear pants to just ride that fucker around all day and just shit all over the place.
Be better than wearing a bag on the side, like the old people do sometimes.
Oh boy.
It's like a horse in the 1800s. You're riding it, it's just gonna shit everywhere. I mean, you're an old person. You can shit wherever you want.
So did this happen in the order or not?
No, that would be fucking fantastic if it had. I was gonna say, not to talk about myself or anybody asked. I don't think anything new and exciting happened. Super fun in my life. Jolene might be starting Head Start, which makes me feel super old and scared and all that stuff. So there's that.
Kindergarten or preschool?
Head Start is like preschool. Yeah. I was in Head Start, and we did we did this play one time, and I had my hands in my pants the entire time. And I believe
party?
I had a beating party at the age of 4, and I'm pretty sure there's a video of it. I don't remember what we were singing. Maybe if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, and you're supposed to stomp your feet.
Did the NFL find you for it?
Touch your toes. No, I don't remember anybody mocking me for it. They made fun of me for my hair back then because I had a mullet. Not because my hand was in my pants.
Yeah.
Yep, welcome to my life. Other than that...
Away with that stuff.
What?
Kids can get away with that stuff, having mullets. There's a lot of young kids pulling off a mullet.
I mean...
5 years old.
I had a rat tail.
You did not.
I did. My mom cut it off at some point and put it in a bag. She
Oh!
hasn't.
Oh, no, she does not still have it.
It's somewhere.
Oh, that's fucking fantastic. I need to find that goddamn thing.
That means you could be wearing it again. That's
Just tape it on.
You gotta tape it right here and just let it string down. Just
if you do that, I will.
They'll hire you on the spot. It's just taped there with a piece of scotch tape. They're like, that guy's hired.
You need to diversify a little more. Let's get this guy on board.
You should tape it different places every day. Like, wear it as a mustache some days. Wear it over here as like a unibrow. And then you like tape it over here like you're a fucking Jedi.
Oh, not like you're crying. Crying hair. No.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Oh my god. Oh man, rat tail. That was fantastic. I got made fun of in kindergarten about my mullet, and then I beat a kid up, and then I had my mom go and cut it off the next day. I didn't get expelled or anything, thank God, because we were on recess and nobody saw it. But I remember beating the shit out of the kid and cut my hair the next day. Been high and tight ever since. Don't grow that long hair shit here no more. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in this week. Let's jump right into the news, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? First and foremost on the list, Batman Arkham Knight coming out June 2nd this year, probably after The Order, was my most anticipated game that's coming out here in the next 6 months. They revealed a new trailer of it today, as well as talking about, I believe it's today or yesterday, the game is going to be rated M for mature, which was the first mature-rated Batman game ever. Rocksteady came out and said that it wasn't meant to be rated M. They didn't write it that way. They just wrote the game how they have the other two games, and that's write the story, flush it out, make the game, and then it unfortunately got deemed M for mature. Now, the big thing with that is that they're going to obviously alienate some of their core audience, being children that maybe can't buy that game. Do you think it's going to affect sales that much? What do we think about it being rated M?
I mean, does Call of Duty having an M on its box affect sales?
Nope.
So I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it'll get other people to try it, maybe, because I kind of want to play it now, knowing it's rated M for some reason.
I think the big thing, comparing it to Call of Duty is a different animal altogether because Call of Duty has had this following for how many fucking games? I mean, since what, Big Red 1, that's kind of the big first game that I can remember Call of Duty, and then since then it's just been building and snowballing. I don't think it's got the following that game has or that series, but I think that there's enough going into this development. I think the game looks fantastic enough, and I think enough people will find a way, if they want to play that game, they'll find a way to play the game. So I don't think it'll take too big of a hit when it comes to sales numbers. Did you guys get a chance to check out the trailer at all?
Nope. I know there was one until you said it.
Was it like Batman banging somebody, and then that's why it's rated M? Or
They didn't show that part. I would be okay. Like,
his banging song.
They took a cue from from our last week's episode and put a sex scene in there. It's Batman banging Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and his dead mother at the same time. That would be pretty cool.
Does it focus on Scarecrow?
Absolutely.
So maybe that's why. Maybe that's where the M comes from, because there's a bunch of weird shit. Because that was my favorite part of Arkham Asylum. That was Arkham Asylum, right?
I agree. Yep, Arkham Asylum. It was a little bit in Arkham City. It was nowhere near as crazy and fucked up as it was in Arkham Asylum. The trailer is, it's Poison Ivy telling Batman that, hey, he's got a plan. He's getting all of us together. The plan is to take you out and us live in the city scot-free. And then you hear the voice over the Scarecrow, and it's just him talking about how he's going to demolish Batman and demolish Gotham and all this stuff. And then it flashes to him, and he doesn't have his mask on, and it looks super fucking creepy. So it looks just supremely badass. They showed a little bit of the driving mechanic in the Batmobile, and it thankfully didn't show any of the weird swooshing around and terrible driving that I was super worried about. I'm sure it's in there, but they didn't show it. And I just like the idea of... What's that?
You stop at a McDonald's?
He stopped at a McDonald's, ordered himself a couple fillet of fish because, it's kosher, and he kept on going through.
That sounds like the right religion.
So the cool aspect with the Batmobile that I can't get over is I like the idea of him driving it and then just shooting himself out and you beating the shit out of people. I think that's a cool gameplay mechanic. I'm excited to see how that plays. But I'm with you, Ralph. I'm more excited that it's rated M because I'm excited to see where they're pushing those limits. So I think that'll come out really good.
I mean, it would be either nudity, blood, killing, or swearing. I mean, that'd be it.
I guess it's going to be extreme violence. I think that's all it's going to be, is just extreme.
I mean, I think if he's just beating people up, unless somebody's getting cut, dismembered, or blood, then there's no way it would get an M.
I don't know.
I guess we will see. We'll see a little over 3 months away. Batman Arkham Knight will be in stores. Next up on the list of our news, Harmonix developing a new Rock Band game as well as a new Guitar Hero game is in the works as well for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Harmonix has been talking for a little while, sending out questionnaires asking if people would be excited about a new Rock Band game. And then, who's making Guitar Hero nowadays? Is it Activision still?
I don't know who's developing it because it was Neversoft.
Yeah, they closed, right?
I mean, it started out as Harmonix, but I think it went to Neversoft. I don't know if it went to someone after that or not. But yeah, they closed down. Or, well, they're part of Infinity Ward, I think.
Either way, what do you guys feel? New Guitar Hero, new Rock Band, is that something that excites us? I know we kind of touched on it at the beginning of the show, but in all seriousness, is this something you would buy? Would you buy it at a piecemeal kind of thing where you bought a $30 game, kind of like Dance Central or something like that, and then bought songs or groups of songs for a set price? How do you want to do the instruments? What's going to get you to play this game?
For me, nothing. I was done after the first Rock Band. So.
What about Guitar Hero? Because both of them, first two came before Rock Band.
Absolutely. The first two Guitar Heroes are great.
Hell
I
yeah.
played the first Guitar Hero, but not the second. And then I played the first Rock Band, and that was it.
I hope I'm done with all of them. That's all I know.
Just because of the money dump?
Yeah, and I don't think I'll ever have as much fun with it again as I had when all that shit was new. So
I agree.
DJ Hero.
DJ Hero is still fun, and that was an underrated and undersold game.
Yeah, I never played it. Did you get both of them or just one of them?
I had both of them.
You still got the turntables?
I only got one turntable, but yeah, I got it somewhere.
I think for me, I remember playing the first Guitar Hero and just being like amazed at what it was and what it was doing. I had fun playing it, trying to beat your high score, getting better and better at hitting those those little plastic buttons. I remember picking up Guitar Hero 2 down in Ottumwa when I was going to college down there at Indian Hills, and I've said this story I think before on the show. Our room on campus was literally a revolving door of people coming in at any time they wanted to and come and play Guitar Hero 2 on my little 19-inch TV screen on campus. It was absolutely some of the most fun I've ever had playing a video game with a big group of people. Do I think that can happen again? Yes. Do I think it will? No.
Well, what else was there to do in Ottumwa?
I mean, there's Beach Ottumwa.
Drugs.
Winter, yep, a lot of that. Plenty of that. There's a Walmart and a Kmart.
Wait, isn't Ottumwa the arcade place, like the video game?
Yeah, supposedly.
Yep. It was, yep, absolutely. But I mean, we played the shit out of that. I don't think that I could have near that much fun again. Not to say I wouldn't try. If they could get me to a price point that I liked, I would definitely give it another shot. It all just depends. For me, I think if they made it into a story mode almost, I think that would intrigue me a little bit more versus just, hey, let's get a bunch of people around and play. I didn't give a shit about the instruments. I didn't care about the drums, even though I liked the drums. I didn't care about the piano, the singing. I just wanted to play the guitar. That's all I wanted to do.
Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock had a story mode. So,
did it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember that.
And it was the worst selling Guitar Hero game. So.
It only had Van Halen songs.
Nope.
Not that one.
don't care about Van Halen. But I think if they did something to that effect, and I don't know, there's got to be a good marketing campaign, a good marketing thing to get me bought in. I'm not paying $150 for a set of one guitar in the video game. I'm not $120. I don't care what it is. I think my price point's pretty locked. I'll pay $60, but that's got to be somehow the guitar and the game. And I think if they do it, a set amount of songs and then the guitar, and then you do piecemeal songs online, I'd be okay with that. But they got to do something cool with the music licenses and the developing of those games. So
maybe able to use your old guitars unless you don't have those anymore,
and plug them in.
Goodwill has them.
Plug them in where?
They use USB.
Oh, did they? I don't remember.
Well, not the.
I was gonna say the two that I had were PlayStation 2, so no, they plugged in.
Those didn't, but I think the newer ones. Oh. Well, because the newer ones were wireless.
See, I don't.
Some might have been, but yeah, there were definitely wired ones too. I had wired.
Hang on, real quick. Hang on, 2 seconds.
What?
Is this a non-stop segment?
I think so. Unless he said something about having Taco John's earlier. I don't know if this is a.
What combo did he have?
He was talking about. He said all kinds of stuff like nachos and potato lays and.
So it was the number 3? Is that what I'm seeing?
3 is just 2 soft shells.
Well, it comes with the Olays and a drink, right?
I think. Oh God! I walked in on a.
Like the Taco Bravo.
Are we taking orders? Are you taking orders right now? Are you going on a Taco
Do they still have a Sierra Taco at Taco John?
We thought you were having a blowout.
Nope. Here's Guitar Hero 1.
Hell yeah! I can see me.
There's this, and then there's Red Octane.
Yeah, they invented the guitar, I believe.
And then here is Guitar Hero Dos.
Hell yeah. That one had a Death Clock song on it.
They did have a Death Clock song on it. I remember my brother and I playing it all the time because he fucking loves Death Clock.
Thunder Horse. Hell yeah.
Oh, man. I had so much fucking fun with these games.
Yeah, they were good party games.
They were fantastic. I just loved playing them and learning it and getting harder and harder. You know what I'm saying? Just working it out. Shit, I played that Dragon Force song so many fucking times just because it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It turned me on to Muse, who I'd never heard of, and then I played that song on there, and I'm like, I know. And I was like, oh man, they're fucking awesome. And I looked up some of their songs, and their songs were pretty good until they released that, I don't know, whatever that last album was. Their last two albums have been kind of shit. But before that, they were pretty good. But just in general, nowadays, you have to think it's going to be marketed to who? Kids? You think, right?
Yep, so like the Barney song is going to be on there. Yep.
not children, teenagers. I was 18, 19 when I picked up these games and started playing them. Kids nowadays, 15, 16, 17, they want an experience like this. And if they have parents that played this game at the time of release, which, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, 2005, 2006, we're talking a decade.
So you saying Rock Band's going to make us believers, or is that what it is?
I mean, they might. I don't fucking know. But here's the difference: is there's still two camps, in my opinion, and I will never be pro Rock Band. I never have, and I never will be. I will always and forever. If I'm gonna buy a product, I will buy it from the Guitar Hero people. It's just what I've always done.
I'll buy a Power Gig, and Rock Revolution.
Yeah, I like. Oh man, I don't know if anybody bought Rock Revolution.
I bought it for $5.
Yeah. I liked Rock Band more because then the little note highway thing was just black, so it was easier to see what was going on. Guitar Hero had all these crazy designs on there.
I like Guitar Hero's guitar better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Felt more accurate. Maybe it's just my TV.
I'm just excited to see what happens, how it plays out, and I think if they can promote it properly, I will. I might invest in something. So we'll see.
Good luck.
Moving on to our third piece of news, the PC version of Grand Theft Auto 5 has gotten another pushback. Not long though. It was supposed to be released March 24th. It has been pushed back to April 14th. But this has been ongoing for the PC release of Grand Theft Auto 5 for some time. So some people are getting a little pissy. Warranted, not warranted? Do you think they just need to suck it up? What do we think about that?
I don't think it's a big deal. They might just be moving it to a different quarter for sales reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There must be a reason they're pushing it back, so it must be a good reason.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be good. I mean, there might be a few problems, but it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick and easy. We'll roll on to the next piece of news. The Xbox Live Games with Gold in March, they have been announced, and I know two of you have it. Well, I don't know. Do two of you still have an Xbox One?
Oh, I thought you said gold. I still got one.
I still got one. I got gold. He does not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The Ralph just you can't. Could you sell your gold once you have it, or you just lost $30 if you sell your Xbone?
I'm not selling my Xbone, so.
Well, that's what Eric was implying, that maybe you
traded it in. I don't know, man. We got to do a weekly check-in on that fucking system. You never know. All right. Xbox Games with Gold this month plan to be Tomb Raider, BioShock Infinite, Rayman Legends for the Xbox One and for the 360, except for Rayman Legends will only be on the Xbox One. Now, PlayStation Plus hasn't announced their games yet, but I assume they'll be pretty concurrent with what we have here. At least I've seen Tomb Raider being floated around. I saw something really ridiculous on the prediction website saying Order 1886 will be free.
Their Order and Bloodborne. They're going to put Bloodborne out a month early. And free.
Just to put it for free, yeah.
Or, well, maybe it comes out that month. Never mind.
Yeah.
Free.
Don't jump the gun on me. Don't jump the gun on me.
Rent a Draft Club at the Red Box.
We'll get to Drive Club here in a minute. So what do we think of the games of gold and the rumored games for PlayStation Plus? Tomb Raider, I know, Ralph, you already purchased that for your PS4. Bioshock Infinite, you're probably not wanting to play again, are you?
Well, they're saying that's on.
That's on the 360. I'm sorry. Rayman Legends is only on the one.
Well, the iDarb again. That's what I read. That's gonna be free again.
Yeah, it says whether or not iDarb will continue to be free remains to be unknown. That was from XboxWire.com, I believe it was.
I'd try Rayman, but I have failed to ever give a fuck about a Rayman game besides Raving Rabbids on the Wii.
Raving Rabbids is fantastic.
So, yeah.
What the hell is iDarb? What is iDarb anyway?
We talked about this last week. Where were you last week?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know if I was on drugs or what. What was iDarb?
Fine. I don't know. Some kind of sports game, 2D, side-scrolling. I made some guy rage quit.
Oh yeah, I remember rage quit. Yep, I remember now. Got it. We're back in action.
Yeah. I guess Rayman 2 on the Dreamcast was good. I'm sorry. I lied about that.
I've never played any Rayman games, so.
I tried Origins, and I didn't get too far in it. It looked okay, but I don't know.
I'd be excited to play, Tomb Raider's if Tomb Raider's the definitive edition for PS4, that'd be hot. And if Rayman Origins is on the PS4 one, I would definitely play that. But I don't know. I don't really give a shit about Bioshock Infinite. Obviously, I played that and beat that and done with that. Unless somehow it included the Burial at Sea, which then I would probably play it.
Yeah, fuck that.
Stuff. Was that any good, that Burial at Sea?
I wouldn't recommend it, but what would I recommend?
Absolutely. True. Oh, shit. Let's keep rolling through the news. We've got a couple pieces left for you. Hotline Miami 2 officially announced to be released. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, PS Vita, PC, Mac, Linux. 15 bones is all. And that's coming out on March 10th. That is, of course, the date that was rumored to be on the phone call that we made. March 10th was the date, 3/10/3/10, and of course coming out on the 10th. So, how do we feel about that?
Awesome. That's sooner than I was expecting. So,
I am really fucking excited for some Hotline Miami 2. I will probably pay full price for that thing.
Yeah, I think it's a little too high. It should be like $10.
You don't like Hotline Miami though, so that makes sense.
I like the music. I like the music. I like the way it looks, but I don't like the way it plays.
Yeah, I mean, that's like me saying an Assassin's Creed game is not worth $60. So.
Unity is not.
Oh shit. Hotline Miami 2.
Patch the shit out of Unity now. It's probably worth like $100. Just gigs at it.
I might wait to pick up Hotline Miami 2. I mean, just to see if somehow it drops a little bit of a discount. But that is a game I enjoyed, Hotline Miami 1, that I would not be offended paying full price for by any means.
I think they should make a Hotline Miami movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Miami Vice
story, like exactly. So.
Miami Vice starring Colin Farrell. That's Hotline Miami movie.
I was just gonna make it Ryan Gosling in a chicken mask.
Well, that'd be pretty cool.
So Hotline Miami 2, March 10th. Make sure to pick that up. Sony is saying that the PlayStation Plus version of Drive Club is still on its way to PS4 users. It's coming out as quickly as possible. They're continuing to work on improving the server capacity in order to launch it on the PlayStation Plus. I just don't know that anyone still fucking cares. Do they?
I would try it.
Yeah.
I would try it. It's free. Of course I'm going to try it. Shit, I downloaded Better Alive 5.
You did?
Of course I did. It's free. I want to see them titties bouncing up and down, man.
I see enough of that.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
Have you seen him seeing it? Is that how you know about this?
Yeah, oh yeah. We know what's going on in his world.
I run a porn site where it's just filming me playing Shinran Kagura. I can never get the name right.
Oh man.
Oh, it's called WatchMePlayWithThis.com.
Watch me do me.
WatchMeDoMe.com.
Is it pure silence as you're playing? Just you focused? Or,
It's the Hotline Miami soundtrack.
okay, yeah, that would work. I think that would work.
I would pay.
Gains
What's your subscription fee?
several $100.
Several. Just several.
It varies.
You have different tiers? It's like a Kickstarter?
I'm kickstarting to decide what my fee is.
Oh, shit. So Drive Club's still on its way to your PlayStation 4 console, so be on the lookout for that. And last but certainly not least, everyone's favorite aliens from the Sega Genesis, ToeJam and Earl, coming back. They were originally released on the Sega 1992. I was 4 years old when that game was originally released. They were looking to bring this to modern audiences. $400,000 is their Kickstarter goal. The game is called Back in the Groove. They announced that earlier this month, and now it's got a full-on page. It's got videos telling you what they're trying to do, how they're trying to do it, and it looks like fucking ToeJam and Earl, man. I'm excited about it. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to donate because I'm not big on Kickstarter. But they, as of this podcast, 862 backers, $54,000 on a $400,000 goal, and it was just put up there today.
Who's developing it?
It is being developed by Human Nature Studios, who have done such hits as I have no idea.
I'm wondering. Well, there's a ToeJam and Earl 3 that came out on the original Xbox. That was not great. It was developed by Visual Concepts. So I'm wondering if this is some of those people. I don't know. I thought Sega owned that trademark, so maybe that's part of the Kickstarter fees. I don't know. To get that. I guess it wouldn't be a trademark, copyright. I don't know, whatever it is.
It's apparently some of the dudes that originally did it way back in the day.
Okay.
Like the good one, or
What? The second one wasn't bad.
Let's see. They did Doki Doki Universe. I think is what I'm being shown here.
Okay.
Doki Doki Universe. Doki.
Yeah.
What is it? Doki Doki. Doki Doki.
you walked around and talked to people and did quizzes. That's what Doki Doki Universe was.
Whatever. That all works. But yes, that is it's back in action. ToeJam and Earl. I fucking loved those games when I was a kid. I played the shit out of them on the Sega. I
played the second one. I don't know if I've ever played the first one or not. I never
If you
had.
go to the Kickstarter page if you get the chance and just look at the art style. It looks pretty nifty in my opinion. It definitely looks different, obviously, but they had to update the graphics. But it looks pretty cool, man. I enjoy it. Here are your tiers for backing. There are 8 of these $10,000 pledges. You get everything before, obviously, the big one. You get a T-shirt, in-game surprise feature, a ToeJam and Earl benefactor statue, your name on a graffiti wall, and level 1, you become an in-game helpful Earthling. Open invitation to have dinner with the dudes that are doing the game. You have to pay for travel, but they'll buy you dinner. Invitation to the ToeJam and Earl board game and other games at Human Nature Studios with the creators of the game, as long as Paul Reich, Fred Ford, Tim Schafer, Will Wright, and a few other game industry people.
What kind of dinner do you think they're buying?
I mean, it's got to be like sushi, right?
Yeah, I would not approve of that.
I would just want a burger or something.
Like take them to like Long John Silver's or something.
I mean, none of those exist in Des Moines anymore, but yeah, sure.
No, there's one here.
I wish there was one here.
I don't.
If you want to be if you want to submit $5 to him, you get a heartfelt thank you in the credits and then an update on the game. If you do $15, you get the game on PC as well as a thank you in the credits. $25 gets you the game, a poster, a keychain, and a thank you.
Why are we going through this?
I don't know. All right,
I'm not
that's
gonna
it.
donate to a Kickstarter. So
No, I'm just letting you know. Toe Jam and Earl on their way back.
maybe.
Maybe if they hit $400,000.
What if they like made you like a peanut butter sandwich and like sent it in the mail? Then would you donate?
Depends what time of day it would show up.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
for
they could cut the
breakfast?
crust off too if that's something you're into.
I'm okay with the crust.
Or like $5 more, and they'll like make like a grilled cheese or something.
What if they sent you a PB and J with the wrong kind of J?
Like
Like Andy Reid kind of J with his Uncrustables.
the hell?
Like the kind of J you smoke. It's peanut butter and then there's a joint inside. Would you not want to donate then?
I wouldn't donate.
Regardless.
I mean, you're saying they're selling drugs? Is this a fact?
I mean, they might be. They're about two aliens and they look all fucked up. Somebody's got to be on drugs somewhere. It was the 90s. No? All right.
I don't know.
All right, that's it for the news this week. Let's move on to what we have been playing, and I would like our good friend and partner, Mr. Ralph, to go first. Ralph, what have you been playing, man? Or, according to this, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Is that because all the pussy you wreck, or no?
No. By wreck, you mean it's like an accident, and you just can't look away. She wishes she could.
Absolutely what I meant. I'm glad you're picking up on that.
I didn't play much. I mean, I played some more Titanfall. I'm like level 20 something. I don't know. I'm still having fun with it.
Is there a storyline in that game?
There's a multiplayer campaign.
Oh, that's right. Ugh.
But I don't know. I think it just cycles you through every game mode. I haven't tried it.
I think the implied story of that game is that everybody's working hard for the weekends.
It's a lover boy?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say she works hard for her money. She works hard for it, honey. So you got
the story though.
Right.
Like somebody yelling shit about what your objectives are. Or
I don't know.
you just mess people up and then move on to the next thing.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Do you know anything about this game?
Do you capture any flags?
I don't know what he's talking about. I've
Nobody
played.
that like talks to you about objectives or anything? Nothing.
I mean, kill the other people.
I can't. Do they have like any like characters that are not playable that are like any type of story thing? Nothing.
I mean, there's just some voice that says like, "You guys are losing. You need to not lose."
Is it Dennis Haysbert?
That's Dennis
Rodman?
Eckersley. I don't know. I just have fun with it. I don't know why. Wouldn't expect to have fun with it, but whatever. Got it. Done.
Yeah, I wish the game had more than just multiplayer. I would have at least like rented it or something.
Yeah. Hopefully the second one does. Because I'm sure the second one's happening.
A lot of sequels we're waiting for. A lot of sequels to fix these mistakes of the original games.
Well, I mean, Titanfall's not broken or anything. It just doesn't have story mode.
I mean, there's well, yeah, there's no story, but there's some mode called Frontier Defense, which I guess is just horde mode. But I don't know. That almost feels like a story somehow. You make your own story.
Sure. You're like D&D while you're playing it. You're like, I rolled a 6. I need to go 4 steps to the left and press X.
Yeah, that's what I want out of a game.
Sure.
So I also got this thing that you can't hear, but you can see. That's
Oh,
a 3DS. It's got a nubbin, which is weird.
Oh, rub that nub.
So I've been playing Majora's Mask on it. Crack that open.
Let me stop you real quick before you get into Majora's Mask. Tell me about the new 3DS.
then the nubbin C-stick thing is weird. Like I
Okay.
played it. I played it. What?
Does the screen look nicer?
I think it looks the same. I mean, it runs faster, and the 3D still doesn't work for me. Maybe I play in too dark of a room or too light of a room because I haven't found the right room yet to play it in.
You're supposed to play it in the room.
Lisa, tear me apart, Lisa. I don't know. I mean, I ended up spending $150 on it, which is probably a dumb idea. But I was gonna buy one anyway, even though I said I wouldn't. So I played Resident Evil Revelations with it because of the right stick. That's the only other game I have that uses the right stick.
Oh, did you keep that because of the typo? Or
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean it works fine. It's just a little weird, especially when you compare it to the Vita's right stick, which is just a regular stick. But yeah, and it works fine in Majora's Mask, except Majora's Mask won't let you invert the camera, which most people wouldn't give a shit, I guess. But holy shit, that's annoying.
The system itself, you said, runs faster, which is what I want. The screen, you don't think looks any better. It doesn't look more high def or anything like that. Battery life, better? No.
It's supposed to be, but I'm guessing it's pretty close to the same. And like, for some reason, the buttons feel better, sort of. It kind of reminds me of the Game Boy Advance SP and the way the buttons feel. Yeah, I don't know why, but
like what? Soft?
no, they feel more hard.
Like almost clicky?
Sort of. That's what Stewart said on P1 podcast that one
true.
week.
have you tried the 3D out?
Come again?
Try the 3D out much or no?
I will.
I cannot understand Ryan for like most of this episode so far.
He's breaking up quite a bit when he talks.
No.
I think I'm just deaf. Did you ask if I tried the 3D out or no?
Yeah, 3D.
Yeah, I went over that already. But
Did you put your 3D through a table or no?
He's got a mad case of the Derricks this week. He didn't hear it either.
I don't know. I can't seem to get it to work in the right colored.
Oh shit!
The
Freudian slip. Talking about racism.
Yeah, talking about the color of my room, the light, whatever. I can't get it to work very well, but I probably will one day.
It's when I made the room joke. It went over swimmingly.
I responded.
You did. That's what I meant. Like it was just so like, you're killing me, Lisa, and then Ryan said nothing.
Oh, you're tearing me apart.
That's what
I said. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to Xenoblade, even though I probably won't like it, but knowing me, I'll probably buy it because it's the first game meant for this system. So we'll see.
Are the cartridges any different with them being for the new 3DS, or are they the same?
I don't know yet. I don't think they've shown one.
Oh.
Well, maybe there's a Japanese one that you can see. I don't know.
And then the only other question that I have.
The cartridge slot's in a different spot.
Where's it at?
It is in the bottom. And, well, I guess it's got the LZ, no,
What?
ZL and ZR, which you won't be able to see this.
Yeah.
So it's got, like, basically L1, L2, R1, R2, so just L and R. And the stylus is in a different spot. The volume control's in a different spot, which is good.
I don't know that I like the game being right there.
I don't know. I don't mind. The home button is different. Start and select's in a different spot.
The whole thing's just fucking different. My final question is, I know you've only played with it for about a week now, maybe a little over.
Just about a week, yeah.
Do you feel regret for purchasing it, or do you feel that there's enough different with it or better that warranted you switching it out? And did you sell your other one yet?
No, I still have it since it's the Pikachu one.
Sure.
I gotta do something worthwhile with that.
Frame it.
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, playing Majora's Mask without the right stick would probably suck. So I'm glad I got it for that. But realistically, I paid like $190 to play Majora's Mask with a right stick. That includes buying Majora's Mask.
I was gonna say, would you then turn around and bought Majora's Mask, or did you say that included the purchase?
That includes.
Okay, so 140, 150 for everything. That's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't like say there's any reason to go buy one.
How'd the data transfer go? Did it work pretty well?
Yeah, it worked fine. It just took like probably an hour and a half, which is fine.
Whatever. It's not that bad. Wireless, right? You just did it side by side?
Yeah, yep. I just watched Pikmin move bits for an hour and a half. Fucking Pikmin.
That's not bad at all. What else you been playing, my man?
I think that is it.
We don't want to talk about Crossy Road, don't care.
Oh, I forgot that was on there. Crossy Road is a lot of fun for how stupid it is.
Yeah, it's like, it's what, Frogger, basically, right?
Yeah, Frogger that goes on forever.
Endless Frogger.
I don't know. I think it's fun, and I don't give a shit about phone games, I've realized, but it's a good one.
Right
That's
on.
it.
Ryan, why don't you and I delve into the only game it looks like we played this week, and let's deep dive the Order 1886. Now, before we get started, I will ask Ralph, spoilers or no spoilers?
Spoil away, I don't care.
All right, Ryan, why don't you go first and tell me your expectations going into this game.
Well, I don't know. I guess I heard that it was short, so I knew it would be perfect to rent, and
Yep.
I beat it in one night. I mean, not that I don't normally, but you know.
You beat it every night, sir, and you don't have to rent anything if you know what I'm saying.
But yeah, this was a little more expensive than I'm used to. You know, $3.23 is what it cost.
You're usually getting it on the cheap dollar menu dollar menu air.
But yeah, they raised Redbox went from $1 a night to $3 something a night. So
They're not fucking around.
tried to go to Family Video, but they didn't have it.
I called ahead for mine.
Yeah, Family Video, believe it or not, I just had a bunch of porn in the back, but no order.
They had a family video in Missouri,
Yeah,
or
and
wherever you are.
stock food porn, if whatever you want back there, they got it.
Man.
No, I didn't go back there and check. But they what does the one look like in is it in Des Moines or Newton?
In Newton, the porn section or the family video itself?
Yeah, no, the porn. Like, how do you get to the porn section in that?
It's in the back left corner of the store, and there's a curtain.
Oh, see, I didn't go back there. There might have been a curtain, but it just looked like they hid it by the bathroom, which seems like a terrible place to hide it because if you get everybody who has to go to the bathroom is going to see it.
Well, I mean, maybe you're back there flipping through a few movies. You run across the Jenna Jameson DVD cover, and you get all excited, and got to head to the bathroom.
Children have to go to the bathroom too, and they're going to walk right by that area.
Well, like I said, there's a curtain at the one here. I remember only because when it was originally built, I was maybe 10 or 12, and so we used to sneak back there to think we were cool and look at the porn DVDs. Back then, there were still VHS tapes, so plenty of those back there.
I was just surprised to see it. I didn't think things like that existed, and I didn't even know video rental places still existed that weren't just in a box.
Absolutely.
But
I haven't killed Family Video yet. My Family Video was popping the night I went in there. There was like 20 people in there.
yeah,
Tuesday, wasn't it?
No, it was a Friday.
Oh, that was the day Kirby and the Rainbow Curse came out.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was the reason.
Yeah. Everyone was in there. I need Kirby, please. I honestly thought I'd go in there and people would be like, sorry, there's too many people that wanted your game and we gave it away. But nope, it was sitting there with my name on it.
Yeah, well, I expected it to be rented out, but they just didn't even have it at all. I could have got the Alien. I should have got Alien. I don't know why I didn't. But then I was just went home in like an hour. I originally know Redbox had it, and then like an hour later I checked, and the Walgreens right across the street from Family Video had the orders. I had to head back into that neighborhood. So, but I don't know. My expectations were pretty low. I mean, I heard that it looked good, and it does. It looks pretty good. It's just they didn't really do anything with the story that was that interesting. Like, they had all that interesting, cool, like, these people have been living for centuries and fighting a bunch of, like, werewolves and shit, but you barely fight any werewolves. You only get to see a vampire in a crate, and then you're mostly fighting just regular-ass humans.
For me, when I went in, like, when I originally saw this game, I've been excited for a while because I like the idea, the steampunkiness, if you will, looked all right, and I just like the idea of a new IP. It's something new. I like new. I want to jump on it. I want to make sure that it goes well because I want to see more of new things, right? And Ready at Dawn, they've done a couple of the different God of War PSP games, so they've got an okay track record there. And again, the game looked fucking spectacular. And then the reviews start pouring out, and Ralph and I had talked before. I've been waiting on some reviews, and they're saying it's short. Now, I don't mind short games. It doesn't bother me that much. But what bothered me were these people saying that not only is the game short, but it's very basic. There's not much going on with it. It's a lot of cover shooting, which again, a lot of people, make that Uncharted comparison, which I don't necessarily make that comparison, in my opinion, with what that game was. It was very cover shooter based. They said there were some QuickTime events. There's not that many QuickTime events, but again, coming from a God of War background, what do you have a lot of in God of War? QuickTime events. So I can understand that necessity or that maybe gameplay mechanic, but as I've said time and time again, for me, story is the thing that drives me, and while the premise is cool, like you said, they're Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur's Knights of the Round Table, they've been alive for centuries, they've got some vial that keeps them alive that you drink when you get hurt, and you've been fighting, they leave it pretty open in the beginning, you've been fighting things to keep the city safe. At first you're fighting these, maniac prisoners that have escaped. You try not to kill them, but you have to anyway. And then it delves into, okay, well, one of them is a werewolf or half werewolf. What do they call him?
Well, there's a half breed, or they call them a lichen.
Lichen.
Another name. Werewolf.
So again, cool idea, right? So now you're kind of Underworld-esque with steampunk elements. Game looks fan-fucking-tastic. And for what if that was the experience they were trying to build, if they can wholeheartedly tell me they were going after a solid 7-hour gameplay where you got to see this fantastic world that they built, the time that they spent on the world itself, the way it looks, if you want this linear experience, then great. Then that game is perfect for what you wanted to do. The problem is I think everyone had I think they had delusions of grandeur of what this game was going to be. This was another Watch Dogs for me. I wanted this game to be more than it was, and it wasn't. Was it a fun game? Yeah. Was it a great game? No. But I had a lot of fun, and I didn't want to stop playing it by any means. I didn't start this game and go, this shit sucks. No, I went, okay, this is fun. I can play this.
It's not terrible. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, it's not like playing Never Dead or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Ride to Hell. There's no issues with the game.
Whoa.
Other than I mean,
maybe that's a knock against it. I don't know.
There's a couple. There's a penis in there.
See?
I only saw one.
It wasn't closed?
No clothed penis. It was all naked.
See some boobs. You can see some full frontal male nudity twice.
Here's again. I'll start with some of the gripes, and you jump in whenever you want to, Ryan. The game starts. You're getting like drowned underwater. Again, you're pressing certain buttons to get out of it. That's fine. Then you break out and you learn how to run and how to get through this what seems to be an underground tunnel or jail system, something. So you can start, maneuvering and running quicker. Then it jumps backwards in time, and you can't fucking move any speed other than slow as shit. And that bugs the hell out of me. Somebody else talked about it this week. I can't remember if it was on the Bombcast or what, but it bugs me when games go, this is how you sprint, and then immediately takes away sprint from you. If anything, I wish that game would have been shorter, because I felt that they elongated some of these scenes by taking some of the core features away from you. That game probably could have been maybe 30 minutes shorter if they allowed you to run whenever you wanted to. And holy shit.
If cutscenes, that game probably would be less than 3 hours long.
Absolutely it would have been, which for me, I would have played it a second time had I been able to skip the cutscenes, because holy shit, were the trophies were goddamn ridiculous in that game. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous.
Looking at newspapers.
I got 50% or 58%. I think you got 80% of the the trophies in one night. I played it for the first night about 4 to 5 hours. I got to chapter 9 my first playthrough. And then my second playthrough, I got to 16. The story's fine. I don't like how they left it open at the end. So, Ralph, to kind of sum it up for you, you're a Knight of the Round Table. Stop me when you've heard this plot before. You're investigating these Lycans or these werewolves and where they're coming from. All of a sudden you find out that somebody in your Knights of the Round Table party is a bad guy. Then you have to hunt him down and figure out why he's being a bad guy. That's not nice. And all along, the bad guy in the other people's mind is helping you to figure out that all this shit's fucked up, and you get kind of banned, or I don't know the word, banished from being a part of the Knights because you're working with the perceived enemy. In actuality, the real enemy is somebody in their own...
they consider him a traitor. They're going to murder him, execute him.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have all of these things happen. End of the game, you finally show that... You finally see that the patriarch, if you will, the guy that's running the Knights of the Round Table, has known that this guy is a bad guy, a vampire, a Lycan, whatever he was, I can't remember.
Lycan.
As a Lycan. He's a bad guy. He's known the whole time. And he's just kind of kept it under wraps because that's the way the world works. Well, no, it doesn't. But he tells you at the end that if you want to live, you need to put him out of his misery, kill this guy, and then leave, which you do, which I find super fucking stupid. And then the end of the game is a cutscene between you and Nikola Tesla, who's making your super cool weapons that you don't get to use for shit in the game. And he's calling you by your Knights of the Round Table name. And he goes, that's not my name anymore. And then the game ends. And you're just kind of, what the fuck is this? What is this? What kind of ending is that? Now you know that the guy that's running the Knights of the Round Table is a bad guy. Or at least he's not telling anybody shit. And now you're not going by your name? Like, what?
Well,
just good.
No longer Knights of the Round Table, so that name is going to be given to somebody else.
It's just...
When that Percival guy died?
Yeah, they gave another Percival, yeah. But either way, like, why even say that? That's not my name anymore. Okay, what the fuck's your name? Like, why? That's not enough of a cliffhanger for me to leave me wanting more.
They're going to make another game, and he's not going to be like a bad guy. He's just going to be like, he's going to be kind of like Solid Snake, you know, like he's off doing his own thing, and he's
anti-hero.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a good guy, but he's not associated with any government, so that makes him kind of iffy because it's illegal. So
there's a lot of great elements and things that game could have done better. For what it is, if they aim to make a great 7-hour experience, 3 to 4 of those is cutscenes only, and to make one of the best looking PlayStation 4 game, if that's what they went for, they nailed it. They nailed it. They did what they set out to do.
Well,
is that game worth $60 to purchase? Fuck no.
The games that they made in the past, like those God of War games, they weren't very long either, but they were PSP games, so it was fine. So I don't know if it's just they're not used to making a game that's longer, but the Uncharted games aren't much longer. They're like 8 to 10 hours. But they're more gameplay than they are cutscene. That game was definitely more cutscene than gameplay.
Absolutely. The premise of you working with Nikola Tesla or Nikolai Tesla, whatever his name is, and he's making these cool weapons for you, and he's, him and Thomas Edison are fighting against, who's the smartest guy. those are cool ideas. Those are cool weapons, but you get to use those a very minimalistic amount of time. You use basic guns. It's basic, shooting cover gameplay. Again, there's no bad elements to it. I wanted more of the story, more gameplay, and less blandness. And I think that they just kind of went too careful with it.
Less looking at stuff.
Yeah. Flipping over pictures. Go ahead, Ralph.
Like LA Noir style looking at stuff.
You think this game just got neutered at some point? Like it's supposed to be like some kind of 4-player.
I don't think so. I don't think Ready at Dawn knew how to make a game that was more than just kind of what that was. I mean, that game is not that much different than their PSP God of War games. It's just instead of third-person fighting, your third-person shooting. So
I think they set out to make this steampunk different version of London be as cool as it can be, which it is. It looks fantastic, but I think they definitely need some work on the gameplay. The story is there. It can be flushed out. They need work in the gameplay area. If they just want to make a pretty game, great. I don't plan on buying another one. If they can show me that they can fix these things that they did okay with and throw away these bad elements of 90% cutscenes or what it felt like, or at least let me skip them, they got a winning formula. That idea, that world, it's there. They've got enough. They just need that last little push. I don't think that if they would have got like another year of development, that game would have been much different. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't look that much different than what they showed when they announced the PS4. So.
No. And if that's what we're going to get out of the PS4, if you can push those graphics, even the in-game graphics looked spectacular. If that's what we're going to get, great. I'm all about what you showed me because that is exactly what I want out of the system. I just want something that's going to utilize it, and that's a great taste for what we're probably going to get out of Uncharted 4.
Yeah, in the fall, Uncharted 4 is probably going to blow that away.
It's going to be fucking spectacular. That game could have been great. Honestly, if I have to give it, I guess if we're doing a bus scale, I would go 7 out of 10. So, if we're looking bus scale, that's like
we lost a lot of buses.
45 out of 72 buses, 50 out of 72. I don't know. It's a fine game. It's not shit by any means. It's just I think we all had unrealistic expectations of what we're going to get out of it, and we didn't get it, so we got all pissy.
Well, normally if I rent a game like that and I like it, I'll eventually buy it, like I did with Dishonored and God of War Ascension. But I have no plans of buying the Order when it gets cheap because there's nothing I'm going to do. I'm not going to go and play it again just to look at shit until I get a platinum.
Nope, not at all. I don't. If I would have been able to keep it another night, I would have just blown through it again, had I been able to skip the cutscenes, but I just was like, no, I don't want to do this again. Don't want to do it again. So that's what I have to say about the Order. What else you got, Ryan? Anything else on that? Or Ralph, any questions?
I didn't have a chance to play anything else.
I have no questions.
I saw Scary Movie 5, though. You've got questions about that.
That's bad.
How scary was it?
It was fucking horrible.
Yep, absolutely. Shit, I watched Whiplash again today, just so you know. Also, side note, do you have a way to watch that, or do you want the digital code that I have?
You talking to me or talking to
Ralph?
If you want to give up that code, but
I have no use for it.
I'll throw it in Voodoo.
All right, cool. I'll send it to you right now. The only other thing that I played this week is I picked up Far Cry 4 when I was debating on whether I was going to get the Order or not. It wasn't much of a choice when I realized the Order was only 5 to 6 hours. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to rent that shit. The thing about Far Cry, and I asked Ryan this, is it's definitely not easy. It's definitely frustrating in certain aspects, but overall, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a decent first-person game. The world looks really fucking cool. I don't know that I necessarily care about the story. There's almost too many moving parts, and maybe that's a Far Cry thing, but you have your main character, You have your two sides of the good guys' power. You have pagan men. You have the two dudes that are living in your dad's old house. You have the bitch that's running the slaughterhouse or the arena. You have the crazy religious dude. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't feel as.
I don't know if you met him yet.
Who?
The guy who does suits, who used to be a suit designer.
Yep, I met him. It's where Grand Theft Auto, you get 2 to 3 guys at a time. I feel like they're just throwing a lot of that shit at you at once, and you
sometimes they call him Ajay Ghale. It just sounds way better than AJ.
Oh yeah, Ajay Ghale. I'm like, all right, that's a cool name. AJ Gale sounds kind of douchey. I'm like, nah, I don't really like AJ Gale that much. Ajay Ghale is where it's at. But I mean, it's pretty fun. I'm surprised. There's some shitty stealth.
When Pagan Men told you not to move, wait for him.
I did. I waited. I didn't get a trophy like I thought I would, but I didn't. I waited.
Get the secret ending.
Yeah, you get that, but there was no trophy, and then you just had to hear that fucking song again. Then you couldn't skip the opening cutscene. You had to fucking watch that again, so I'd sit there for another 10 minutes. I just went to Shangri-La for the first time. That was fucking weird.
Yeah, it turns out that's all like completely optional. You totally don't have to do that to finish the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I guess it kind of gets annoying, but it's sort of worth seeing, I guess.
You're just like on super trippy drugs, right?
I don't. There was something like that in Far Cry 3 too, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain what the hell happens in that.
Weird as shit. I just did that. Yeah, you got the tiger. I just did that. I think my next mission is I have to go and kill Noir or whatever her name is.
I can't remember.
The arena chick. You have to kill her.
Yeah, you don't. Well, I guess you get a lot of choices. I don't know how much it actually. There's certain things that it can change. I guess it'll be your ending, but they're not like immediate. Well, I guess they are immediate. Like your choices will affect that certain scenario, but they aren't going to affect too much long term.
I've done all Sabal missions. I've done nothing for that chick. She's got bad ideas, and most of her missions seem like stealth. And I'm like, he wants me to go and blow shit up and kill people. You want me to like sneak into fields and like I don't even know. So
sell drugs.
I'm gonna go with that guy and just burn it all down because that sounds way fucking cooler. So I end up siding with him quite a bit. But the game is I like riding the elephants. That's fun. The fast travel's simple and easy to use. I don't necessarily feel the need to collect everything or unlock all the towers, but overall, it's good first-person experience. Like I said, we talked a little bit before the show started. I don't necessarily enjoy the stealth, which I know is what Ralph's biggest gripe was. You say that some of that is optional, or most of it is optional. I will tell you that it is almost frowned upon if you don't do stealth. Let me tell you this mission I just had that spent, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes on this one mission. You go up to this big statue that blows up, and then you have to somehow make your way to the top of this other statue, protect it, and then go light these torches, right? Do you remember this mission? Was it ringing a bell?
Are you like above them at some point? Are you looking down?
Yeah, like you're definitely at the top of the statue looking down, shooting them, preventing them from coming up at you, and then you have to kill them.
In that situation, they know where you are.
Because you have to stealth your way up to the top, and then at that point it's not stealth. But let me tell you, the first thing I did is I run and gun, because that's what I do. Shit blows up, you run up, you fucking take down this one dude and take him down to hell. There are 14 dudes swarm on you because they all see you, and you continuously fucking die. I had to stealth my way from this dude over to this dude, back around to these 3 dudes, up the steps that these 2 dudes were carrying like bowls, stealth the fuck out of them, and then work my way to the top. All stealth. Couldn't run and gun because I would get annihilated.
But if you're talking about like not taking cover, like yeah, you gotta take cover, but that's not stealth. That's just tactical.
No, man. Like I want to run and I just want to.
There.
I want to use that little Arnold Schwarzenegger grenade launcher and fuck bitches up the whole time. That's what I want to do. Just. It's my favorite sound, by the way, is when you shoot that goddamn gun. But yeah, I feel that the forced stealth, or at least the unfrowned upon running and gunning, is kind of obnoxious. But not having a bad time with it by any means.
You're human. You just go out into a bunch of dudes and let them unload on you. Unless you're going to the Five Guys, but
I do like when Five Guys unload on me. That's that's a special thing. But no, I'm like 9 hours in. It's kind of weird that you never see Pagan Min like ever.
You see him like a handful of times. He talk to you too, which is bizarre.
Yeah, he talks, but that's not the same.
I don't want to spoil too much about a certain time you see him, but
well, then don't fucking say anything.
Yeah, after like you see him at the beginning, and then maybe you see him somewhere else, and you definitely see him at the end, and then after most of that, he's just talking to you over your whatever phone, walkie-talkie, whatever the hell it is.
I find it weird, like the radio station's like, oh yeah, we're Radio Free Curat, and then all of a sudden I hear a commercial from him, and I'm like,
it's because you haven't done the radio towers. If you do all the radio towers, then you always hear Radio Free Curat.
Oh, got it. I'm 7 out of 17. I'm not going to do the rest of them. Fuck that shit. The hunting's pretty cool. Killing a tiger, killing a rhino, killing elephants, blowing shit up with the grenade launcher is fun. Is it me, or do you get unfucking godly amounts of money in that game?
Yeah, you get enough to do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
And then, like, you definitely don't need to buy all the guns, and that's most of what the side stuff does, is just unlocks more guns.
I bought all the map pieces just because I could, and still had like $400,000 left over. I'm like, oh, don't know what to do with this. I just unlocked my dad's house so you can do all like those upgrades to the house, and I'm like, I mean, I might as well. I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah, if you finish all those Shangri-La things, that carpet or whatever that wall shit is will fill in. I can't remember what that does for you, but it does something.
I'll have to. I plan on finishing it. That's my goal for next week. $37 trade-in credit is what it is at Gamers, plus $80 for my 3DS. So I'm hoping that I can score myself a 3DS for about 80 bones from Gamers. That would be pretty banging.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do they throw on like a high five for free or no?
I don't want them to touch me ever. They all smell.
What if they were wearing gloves?
I don't care.
What if you were wearing gloves?
I still don't care.
Well, if you were raw dogging it.
I mean, that's okay, because I'm raw dogging it. If I'm getting raw dogged, then there's a problem.
Did you guys did you ever play Little League as children? Little League baseball?
Oh no.
Never? No.
Play what?
Little League baseball? Not like a game, like actual physical, you a kid playing baseball.
I take that back. I did play that in third grade. Third grade? Second grade for Baxter.
There was this one kid that I went to school with, and his dad would show up to the games, and his dad's not playing baseball. He's just watching his kid playing baseball. But his dad would show up wearing 2 batting gloves for no reason. He's just in the stands wearing 2 batting gloves on the stands.
Living through his kid.
I wanted to make sure, in case he got called up to the big leagues, that he would have his helmet ready. Come on, son, let's play. Okay, Dad. Dad, why do you always get the bat? Because I'm the man. You're a little bitch. How that kid's life turned out.
His son was not very good, but...
Was his son you, or is this what your story is?
Yeah.
Your mom was there with the vacuums the whole time?
I wore the batting gloves. My dad, in the stands, with no need to wear batting gloves, did not wear the batting gloves.
Your mom's there vacuuming up the stands the whole time just because.
No, that was not my mom vacuuming that we heard.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
I still don't have a vacuum, not yet. As soon as I get one, we'll have our first special guest host.
What was I going to tell you? I had a solicitor come to the house the other day. Again, a young dark gentleman came to the house again, and he was trying to sell me vacuums. Or demo his vacuum. Wanted to come into my house and vacuum my carpet.
Calling you Mike Dyson?
I politely declined him, but in his stead, before he got to do that, he was trying to make jokes and try to like enlighten me. And the wife answered the door, and so she's kind of bad at telling people to go fuck themselves. And so I walk up to the door, angry look on my face, just kind of, what's going on? Oh, hey, blah, 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 blah. Talking to me about his vacuum and how he wants to win a trip and blah, blah, blah. He goes, what kind of vacuum you guys got? I'm like, we have a Shark. He's like, oh, really? Where'd you get that? I'm like, Best Buy, where I work. He's like, oh, that's pretty nice. He's like, I didn't think they sold sharks at Best Buy. I thought they were only in the ocean.
Oh, man.
I said, we're good. Bye. The next day, shit you not, no soliciting sign on my door. Went and picked that shit up at fucking Menards, 88 cents. Fuck you. Stay off my fucking porch.
I was checking people out for that 88-cent purchase.
Fuck, man. A Shark's only sold... Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Did anybody laugh? Did anybody give him like a pity laugh or no?
No, not at all. I shut the door. Oh, shit.
That's a pretty good joke.
That's a terrible fucking joke.
You should go to like an open mic night and try that one out.
Hey, everybody, why don't you tell me what kind of vacuum you guys got? We have a Dyson. Oh, nope, not you. Anybody got a Shark in the room? Anybody got a Shark? You got a Shark? You know that Best Buy sells Sharks. I only found that out when they told me they didn't sell them in the ocean.
There you go.
Billy Ocean would laugh.
Billy Eichner might laugh. Billy Ocean isn't doing
Who the
shit.
hell is that?
You don't know Billy Eichner from Billy on the Street, the guy that yells all the time?
I don't. That could describe most people.
Man, do yourself a favor and Google or YouTube Billy on the Streets. You will fucking laugh. It is fantastic. You won't do it, I know. Calm down. I know you well enough by now.
You live on the streets?
Yep.
Dog Street?
Living on Dog Street. That'll be, I'm going to start up Birth by Sleep next week, I think, too. So, we shall see. I think that's going to about wrap up this week's edition of the Level Up Show. Anybody else got anything before we get out of here?
I think so.
All right. That'll do it until next week. Episode 71 coming at you less than a week away now. For Ryan, for Ralph, I am Derek. Don't be like Derek Rose and tear your meniscus. We'll see you next week.